So, hi learners. In this video, we will be looking Terraform with AWS. Right. In my previous video, we have set up the Terraform with repository systems. Right. Like if you check my previous video, so you will find we have done with that thing with GitHub. But in today's video, we will be doing that stuff with AWS only. Right. So let's go to the instances. Okay, we are in this only. So let's create a new directory, AWS, first instance. Okay. Okay. So inside this, we will be doing all our stuff. So let's create files like provider.tf, right? Let's touch these files, providers.tf, and let's create another file called main.tf. Right. So now our provider will be this time AWS because we are going to create infra in AWS only. So let's check for Terraform AWS provider. Okay. Okay. This is the provider section. You can click here. You will find the required things. Use provider. So this is the way you can use the provider AWS. Just copy this and paste here inside this provider section. And paste it here. Fine. And we will be doing some setup inside this for required function. Okay. Let's try to run this first. Terraform plan. See what happened this time. So it's saying inconsistent depend log file because this, if you check the providers, what are the providers we do have inside this? So we do have only, right now we have no providers here right now. So we need provider required by the configuration. We need this AWS provider to be used because as we need to set up inside the infrastructure, AWS infrastructure only. So we need that provider also, right? The way we had provided for the GitHub also. So let's start with Terraform in it. So now it's searching for latest version of AWS HashiCorp. Whenever you are trying to put a new provider, so you always use Terraform in it because it needs to initialize the required provider, right? Yeah, a provider is fine. Now, if you run Terraform plan, so see this time that error will not come. No changes required, no errors here. Okay, along with that, if you see below, we also need to define this region here, right? So let's provide region here also inside providers.tf. So let's remove this and put region here, US. But we are going to perform all our function not in US East. We will be doing all in Mumbai region. So whosoever is new for AWS, who don't have any idea, so you can just also check my AWS playlist, deep dive in AWS. So you will be able to know the whole infrastructure of at AWS. So right now we will be performing in Mumbai region. So its value is AP South 1. Okay, so let's change from US East 1 to AP South 1. Okay, fine. Along with that, you also suppose let's create a first instance only, right? So inside this, go to EC2. There is EC2 section here, EC2 plastic mode, and we need to create an instance, right? AWS instance. Click on AWS instance. So you will provide a required things, right? Spot instance, what type of instance you want to create, everything would be there, right? Filter, everything required things would be there. So before that, if you have used this thing, we also need some access key and secret key for the setup. The reason behind is that access key and secret key will be used as a CLI to access this AWS infrastructure. Same as we have used in GitHub token. Remember, we have used a token inside this uh, GitHub. So for same thing, we need to use access key and secret key also. So we will be creating same thing here. Go to IAM. It will be created. It should be created at IAM section, right? Okay, fine. So we will be creating for DevOps only. Any user would be enough for the thing. Okay, so inside this, here is an option called create access key. Also, there is also another access key which is active but is never used for 29 days. So I don't know what will be the secret key for this. So let's create a new access key and secret key, and we would be deleting this old access key and secret key. Right, let actions and deactivate, deactivate, and actions, and we would be deleting this access key, old access key, because I don't have this access key right now, right? So let's create a new access key and secret key, command line interface, right? Understood the command want to create an access key. Yes, I want to create an access key only and nothing else. That would be fine. Then next, discretion not required, access key. Yeah, it's there. Now let's copy this access key. If you need this uh, value, we need to define this access key and secret key, then you can see that this region, access key and secret key. Just copy this. You will find each and everything inside the provider section in Terraform documentation, right? Now we need to define this access key and secret key both. So here is our access key, right? And we will be copying this from to here. And this will be our secret key. Make sure the secret key will be copied, or this file should be copied on your local, because if next time the secret key won't be available for you, right? Okay, now it's fine. Now our provider section is completed. Now we will be doing for the main.tf. We will be means now we need to create a new instance only, just a single instance, right? So scroll down and inside the EC2 section, because we need to create the EC2 only. We will be creating a single EC2 instance with the AWS instance. Okay, that would be fine, right? And basic example with AMI lookup. Okay, we don't need this data right now. We need to have just required thing. This source instance type tag would be enough, right? Lot of things are there. We will be covering all these stuffs later, right? So this is the basic thing. Let's copy from here. Okay, just do one thing. Let's copy from top value only. Okay, this would be fine only. Copy this, right? Resources, and let's paste here. Resources, AWS instance. Instance name would be web. AMI. We would be checking any AMI. Let's check which AMI we do need to set up. Let's click on AMI only. Okay, we need our I am AMI only, not I am. Okay. AMIs. Maybe pre-owned AMIs would not be there. Means we need to check the AMIs. I don't think AMI would be there. Any AMI. So we would be launching a new AMI, launch instance from AMI or action. No issues if there is no AMI. We will be copying directly from instance. Let's take AMI from here only. Launch instance, scroll down. So you will find application OS AMI. There are a lot of AMIs available. We will be taking Ubuntu right now only. Right? See AMI ID is here. Right? Just copy this AMI ID. Right? This is the AMI ID. Just copy this. And we would be pasting this AMI here. We are not using any data right now because we do have already all required section. Right, T2, let's take example instead of T3 micro, let's take which one will be free eligible. This T2 micro will be free eligible. So it changes to T2 micro and tags, its name would be hello world. Tagging function would be hello world. Oh, that's enough only. Okay, let's check what will happen if we run Terraform plan this time. Okay, so it's asking that the resources must have followed at least one attribute access. Okay, so instead of this right thing, provide, I think this need this way. Okay, let's run this. Right, so it indicating that AMI would be this, then we will be launching an T2 micro instance, right? And private IP would be there, the required thing, everything would be, and VPC would be the default VPC, right? So let's create this Terraform apply, right? Right, we will be providing yes this time. Now instance is creating at the backend, right? If you check here only, let's go back. Hello world. See, a hello world instance has created with T2 micro and in pending state. Yes, still creating. It's in pending state, but yeah, it's created with the name hello world because we have provided with the name hello world, right? Creating complete after 31 seconds. Created complete. Okay. Now, yeah, instance is created. See, instance is created with the required section. VPC will be the default VPC because we haven't defined any VPC here. Everything is would be fine, right? But now the question is that this is not a right way to do that because if I ask you how you will be able to take login into this instance because you don't have provided any kind of keys, right? If you check on the key section, let me show you. There's a key section here which indicates which key have been used to log in into your EC2 instance. Let me check this. Key pair assigned to launch. See, there's no such key pair assigned to this EC2 instance. So you wouldn't be able to take login into EC2 instance. First thing. And second thing, if you check the security, you will find the security group, right? The default security group, they have provided the all security group here, right? And this is not the right approach to do that. right? So instead we should create a new security group along with the new instance, and access key and secret key, that keys, private key and public key should be also be provided. So next time everything should be there, right? So we will be covering this in the next topic, means next video. Okay. So I think this is enough for this video. So you may try to launch single EC2 instance with this Terraform thing only, right? So we will be doing access key and this public key and access key along with this security group configuration with that in the next videos. Okay. So thank you. Bye.